Movie review Still Falling. Written, directed, and produced by Dimbo Audia. This movie titled Still Falling, which was first released in February of 2021, is currently available for streaming on Chokin Things TV YouTube channel. Synopsis: Bono Kuku Sharon Ooja is a typical boss lady who has built a niche in social media branding and marketing. She bags a huge tech deal and is doing absolutely well for herself until her world collides with her terrifying past. Faced yet again with her ex-loggy Daniel Etim, Effiong, now a pilot 7 years after he left her broken, Bono has to choose between forgiveness and revenge. My take, straight up. Maybe I need to check my heart at this point cause this movie didn't make me shed a single tear, no. Not even a tiny weeny bit, as opposed to a myriad of comments I had initially seen with some stating I cried, I crowed, I crude. Well, opinions differ though, so I give it to you guys, ingcriers.com. The story is meant to be an emotional one, but some ingredients were missed out in the direction or sequencing, which then weakened the plot in my view. The use of flashbacks, a graphic representation of the backstories, here would have made more impact instead of the talks. I mean, come to think of it, they had a whole 2 hours plus for a powerful storytelling, but however misused it. 2 instances of this were: 1. Laji's past with Bono. I wanted to see it for myself how Logie treated Bono, as that would have made it more compelling for me too. The cause of Laji's triggers. The movie struggled to express mental health issues springing from childhood traumas. Logie mentioned he was rebelling against his father's religion. How? It didn't particularly add up. He stated Bono was caught in the crossfire. How? See, I would have preferred a vivid representation of all that. Casting was nonetheless superb, as well as the acting. Loved seeing the legendary Dr. Pinem Percy Paul Laji's father with his iconic voice. Quite the nostalgia. Totally enjoyed the choir rendition. For a moment there, I almost forgot I was watching a movie. Not sure why that scene lasted that long, to be honest, and I can't quite grasp the importance of that particular scene to the story. It felt detached from the plot if you ask me. Making me beam with smiles was veteran actress Ma'am Liz Benson, my Bono's mom. Super duper love that woman. The costumier needs to apologize to her for the awkward wig she wore at some point though, for a faith-based movie, and how they portrayed Logie to have changed. It didn't make much sense how he handled the situation with Bono, especially when she showed up unannounced during a choir rehearsal dressed like that, with the choir members blushing on the side. Who does that? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So says the Holy Scriptures, but we didn't see Logie put up much resistance before falling Yokata. Speaking of rehearsals, was Logie a choir conductor, choir master, or youth pastor? 'Cause 1 minute he's conducting, next he's coordinating, and next we're hearing of an ordination. Like, which one should we pick? Character development was equally flawed to some extent, as we didn't exactly see how Logie was before he ran into Bono again. We didn't get to see whether he was missing her or looking for her all along. We also never got told about his mother. Or did I miss it? Highlighting the need for forgiveness, finding closure and healing on the part of Bono, can we say it was karma for how Logie ended? One lesson which I, however, took from here is to be careful who we share our plans with. Bono got carried away and shared a secret to a person she had just met, which nearly destroyed her conclusively. This movie is entertaining as the actors did their thing, but I wasn't drawn into the world of either of the lead characters enough to empathize with any of them. Quoting scriptures in a movie isn't what makes a movie faith-based, but the totality of the package in the movie. I didn't feel the faithness in this movie, but I quite appreciate the penultimate scenes with Bono and her mom. I would have loved to rate this higher, but it is what it is. I will give this movie 4 over 10. Have you seen this? What did you think? I watched the movie last year. After reading your review, I really wish some of these producers can bring their scripts to you to fix before they produce, 'cause you're really so good at this. I was happy when Logie died. I felt it was karma. I would prefer if the movie focused on the Lady Bono healing instead of going back to her toxic ex. It didn't exactly made sense. And the point he came back as Akudaya, that lady just kept being hurt. It was passed as faith-based with all the church, choir, ordination, head pastors, scriptures, and all. Fall from grace to grass. The writer had a vision, but he or she no finish the vision. Maybe dem go piss so when dem come back dem can't forget what in dem be day right? Why did Logie had to die? What made him rebel against his father? Where was his mother? It had questions unanswered and unacted.